Hello, welcome back to my channel. In this episode, I will be revealing 5 factors that you must consider before you buy a property in Portharcourt. Before you go ahead to buy any property in Portharcourt, please don't be in a hurry. Wait, take your time. Watch this video till the end, and after watching this video, you are going to make an informed decision about how to go about buying a property. If you're meeting me for the first time, my name is Chris Asita. Please do well to subscribe to our channel, click on the bell notification so you'll be notified when we post new videos, and also do well to give this video a thumbs up. 5 factors that you must consider before you buy a property in Portharcourt. Number 1 is, ask yourself, why am I buying this property? Before you go ahead to buy a property, you must have a reason why you want to buy that property. You don't just wake up any morning and you decide to buy a property. There must be a reason why you are buying the property. Are you buying that property so that you can build your personal house and live there with your family? Or are you buying it so you can build a house and rent it out for tenants? Or are you buying for the purpose of capital appreciation? Or are you buying, maybe you want to build a supermarket, you want to build a hotel, or you want to build a filling station? Why do you want to buy a property? Before you buy, ask yourself, why do you want to buy that property? What do you hope to achieve with buying that property? Answering this question is what is going to lead to every other factors that you need to consider before you buy a property. So if you haven't answered that question, why you want to buy a property, please calm down, take your time, think, and know why you want to buy a property before you go ahead buying that property. Because knowing why you want to buy a property is what is going to determine every other factor that you need to consider. The next is the location. Where do you want to buy a property? If you don't know why you want to buy a property, then it will be difficult for you to know the location that is right for you to buy. If you know why you want to buy, then you can be able to determine the location that suits into that purpose and that reason why you want to buy. For instance, if you want to buy so that you can build your personal house, there are so many things you're going to think about. You're going to think about the accessibility of that place to maybe your working place or where you do your business. You're going to think of the security in that place where you want to buy. You're going to think of other amenities that are in that place, like if there's a road in that place, or if there is good water and good light in that place, because you're buying so you can live there. And also, if maybe you want to buy for a commercial purpose, like you want to build a hotel or a filling station, you need to ask yourself, is my market in that location where I want to buy? So location is very, very important. As the saying goes, the 3 most important things when you want to buy a property is location, location, and location. Location is the 3 most important things when you want to buy a property. The house you are building, it can be demolished. The house you are building, it can be remodeled, it can be renovated. You can do a lot of things with a house that you are building, but there's one thing that cannot change about that house. The only thing that cannot change is the location that you have built that house. Every other thing can change. Your children might inherit that property and they will decide to demolish it and build a better structure, but the location will not change. So that is why it is important you give very much attention to the location that you are buying from, and know if that location is going to suit the purpose why you are buying that property. The next is, what is your budget? If you want to buy a property, you must have a budget. It is something that we have seen in the industry that most times a lot of buyers, they don't like telling real estate consultant, they don't like telling them their budget. Maybe they are scared that the real estate consultant might inflate the price. But before you buy a property, it is very important you must have a budget. Sometimes when I ask some of my clients, I ask them what is their budget, and they will say they don't have a budget, they're just looking for something that will suit into what they are looking for. Okay, I will say, okay, since you don't have a budget, we have properties for like 100 million, 200 million. They'll say, that is not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for something within the range of 10 to 20 million. That is their budget. So it is important, if you want to buy a property, you must have a budget. You must have a figure that this is what I am looking for, because it is your budget that will determine where you are going to get, because the price of properties in every location are not the same. So it is your budget that will determine what you will get. For instance, in Portharcourt, if you want to buy a property that you can buy and build immediately, and maybe your budget is something like within 5 million naira and below, then you might not get that property in any of the choice areas in Portharcourt. You might get that price in some places like Alo, Eneka, Idrita. That is where you can get a buy and build property for that amount. But getting it in any of the choice areas in Portharcourt, that will be very, very difficult. The chances are very, very slim. So it is your budget that will determine whether you're going to get a property in GRA Portharcourt or you're going to get a property in Rumusi. The next is to know if the property you are buying from, if it is free or under government encumbrance. That is one of the major challenges we are having in Portharcourt. Many properties you see out there are under encumbrance. It is either they are under encumbrance, that is, they are under government acquisition, or they are under encumbrance by the community, or some of them can even be under court litigation. So it is important you know very well before you go ahead to buy a property. If the property is under government acquisition, then it is a no-go area, because surely one day the government will come for their property. If the property is under encumbrance from the community or it is under litigation, then it is a known fact that if you buy such property, you are buying the encumbrance, you are buying the problem. So you are going to carry on with where the previous owner stopped. So it is important you know very well if the property you are buying is free or if it is not free before you go ahead to buy. Next is, who are you buying from? Are you buying directly from a community? Are you buying directly from somebody that's already bought from the community, or are you buying from a real estate company? I've said it most times in my video that if you are a novice in buying properties, in acquiring properties, it is in your best interest if you stay out of buying properties directly from a community, because there are a lot of issues, there are a lot of things that might come up. It is better you buy from an individual that have already bought from the community and he have had that property in his possession for some time, or it will be best if you buy from a real estate company. I'm not trying to say that buying from a community is bad, but if you know that you are not knowledgeable about the system, then it is best you buy from an individual that have bought from them, or you buy from a real estate company. In one of my previous videos, I have done a video about how you can buy properties from the community, that is buying virgin land. I have done one of the videos. You can check the playlist and you're going to get more knowledge about how to buy properties from community. But then if you are new to the system, it is best you buy from an individual that have already bought from the community, or you buy from a real estate company. If you're buying from a real estate company, of course you have to do your due diligence, you have to do your company due diligence, because not all real estate companies are real. So it is important you do your company due diligence to know the people you are buying from. A lot of people that call themselves real estate developers, they are not developing anything. In fact, they are marketers, they are land flippers. So if you want to buy from a real estate company, you have to do your due diligence to be sure that you are buying from the right company. In my next video, I'm going to be breaking it down. What are the things that you should consider before you buy from a real estate company? So I'm going to be breaking it down on what are the things you should know before you buy from a real estate company, so you are not going to end up making mistakes. Because like I said earlier, not all real estate companies are real. Not all the people that call themselves real estate developers are actually developing. Some are just marketers and they are interested in flipping the land. They are not here to develop. So I'm going to be breaking it down in my next video. So these are the 5 factors that you must consider before you buy a property in Portharcourt. If you have not subscribed to our channel, please go ahead to subscribe to our channel. Click on the bell notification so you'll be notified when we post new videos, and also try as much as possible do well to give this video a thumbs up. If you have any question or you have anything you want to add to this, you can do well to drop it in the comment section. So we also try as much as I can to respond to each and every comment on this video. Till I come your way next time, my name is Chris Aseka.